What's up, everybody? My name is Paris Latka, and I'm the founder of Intelligent Alignment Movement Health, or I Am Health for shorter. And I am so excited to be here to rock your world in the most fabulous way with an amazing hip opener. I would love for you to raise your hand if you are watching this video and you have tight hips. If you're raising your hand, you're not the only one, hence why it is that I have created this for you, because in this world, people are walking around with some really, really tight hips. I mean, really tight hips. And we're getting tight hips because we're dropping our ribs forward, we're pushing our hips forward, we're not using our glutes, we're jutting the chin forward. I mean, just our everyday posture connected to our everyday movement is a huge contributor of some really tight hips. And that's just physically, physically we, from sitting and from like collapsing into this C curve, but emotionally too, we can get really tight hips from like congested emotions, but we're not going into that. We're just talking about the physical today. So for this exercise, it's important to know that you need to be able to get up and down from the floor. So that's a prerequisite. And if you don't have access to that, then I invite you to check out my other video that has an awesome hip opener using a chair, sitting in a chair. If you have really tight hips and you can get up and down from the floor, then go ahead and grab 2 yoga blocks. Like if you have really tight hips, then this hip opener will be a little bit more available to you. And I want to know if you're ready, I'm ready, and let's get to it. Come to the space that you're going to be practicing in, and I'll meet you in an all-fours position on your hands and your knees. If you are using yoga blocks, this is a good time to grab them. And if you are using yoga blocks or not, you're gonna place your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders and stepped a little bit in front of your shoulders. In this all-fours position, begin to breathe in and out through your nose as you tick-tock your hips left and right. As you move them left and right, begin to lift your butt towards the sky and soften your belly towards the earth. As your hips move from side to side, begin to involve your ribs, moving them wide left and right, and then begin to bring your head into it, arcing your ear behind your shoulder. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Come back to center. Draw your chin in towards your chest for a little neck opener. And then take your ear left and right a couple times each side, moving really mindfully. Nice opening for the back of the neck. Bring your head to center and lift your chin out of your throat just a little bit. Blossom your booty towards the sky, but fill through the back ribs by pushing the blocks away from your hands or your hands into your blocks. Now, sit the hips back and we're gonna open the right knee, stepping the right foot to align with the center top of your left shin. Point your right toes at a diagonal rather than a 90 degrees. And as you push down into the paw of your foot, the front of your foot, lift your hips towards the sky. Sit the hips back without closing the pelvic floor. So we don't want to drop the bum. And if you're dropping the bum, then you can step your foot a little bit further back and make sure that you're lifting your bum, opening your sitting bones as you sit the hips back. Take a big breath in through the nose. And pulsing can be really relaxing for the nervous system as we tune into this just natural rhythm of movement that lives inside of us. As an option, if you're looking for something a little bit more or juicier, you can walk your right heel to the inside/front of your left knee. You can see that my foot is pointing at a diagonal. Now, spin your inner thighs back so that your sitting bones lift towards the sky. Push your ribs away from the earth. And then again, you can be lifted on the blocks or you could lower your hands to the ground. and move it forward and back here, really slow with a gentle rhythm. And that's if you are looking for something a little bit more. And if you're not, then your foot would be more away from the grounded knee. And then on your exhalation, you can shift your weight into your bottom leg, lift your top leg, lower your foot and your knee, wag your tail left and right, and feel. Take a moment to sit back on your heels and notice, and giving yourself an opportunity to just sort of reset your nervous system, simplify things before going to the next side. And then when you're ready for the left side, lift onto your knees, lower your hands to the ground, stepping them a little bit wider and more in front of the shoulders. And push the earth away as you begin to open your left knee and step your left foot down at a diagonal, and it's aligned with the center/top of the right shin. Again, you'll know if it's too far forward if you're dropping your butt like this. So untuck your butt. Now gently push down through your left paw, and you're gonna feel your quad activate. Now complement that by dragging and pulling your left heel back. Sit the hips back and pull the ribs forward. Take a big breath in through your nose. Soften your face and relax your jaw. And if you're looking for like a little bit of a juicier hip opener, you can always walk your left heel to the inside/front of your bottom knee. And then the left or the lifted foot is going to be diagonal. And keep your butt lifting and the sitting bones wide and moving up, because that's really going to open this whole region, including the glutes. So this is really nice. And inhale, lift and lower. Sit back on your heels. Bring a little prayer position to the front of your heart and thank yourself for making the time for you to nourish your tissues in the most hydrating and wonderful way. Thanks for tuning in.